reason why the internet is so important today is really because of access to knowledge. When people say that there needs to be equitable knowledge distribution and transfer between people, especially in youth who need to learn, different skills and different trades to succeed in the world, there needs to be a way for everyone to be on even playing field to get that knowledge. Back in July of 2020, a bus came by and snagged that cable and ripped it out from the side of my house. So for 2 weeks, I didn't have internet because my cable provider claimed it was not an emergency, and because of COVID, no one could come out. So I'm sitting here with no internet, and I've been taking online classes since the start of the pandemic. Right now, we have a request. Looks like we have someone asking to be on the mesh. I started looking into my own options, figuring out whether there's 5G I could turn to or there's other technologies I could do. Then I found NYC Mesh. After a member completes the join form, we asked them to send in a panorama of their roof. It's the simplest way for us to determine whether they have line of sight to one of our nearby hubs. Following the instructions on the website, I was actually able to do the installation myself. I'm going to go ahead and mark this as a potential link. I just decided, you know what, I want to make sure that anyone who wants this needs to be able to have it. So that's why I volunteered today. You know what, that is a good view of Broadway Triangle. So your building can connect to the mesh. Fantastic. NYC Mesh is a volunteer-run, community-owned network. We prioritize getting access to the internet to anyone who wants and needs it, and we serve as an alternative to the typical big corporate ISPs that monopolize the city. Every time I do an install for somebody, I ask why the mesh, and everyone has a story very similar. Oh, they're terrible. Oh, it's slow. Oh, it cuts out when it rains. Oh, they raised my bill by $50 and I can't afford it. That's super common. To counteract that, the people who founded the mesh came up with this idea to own their own network. They don't have to go to a bigger corporate entity just to get help when something is not working.
Existing providers can't make the internet work in New York City for some reason, which is almost unimaginable in 2021. So when I discovered that there was a group of volunteers that were acting autonomously and in a grassroots way to really solve this problem, I got super excited and wanted to help.
So this area, there's a reason why it's locked, and this is because this is where all of our fibers come in, and this is where all of the other interconnects happen. So when people ask us, where does the internet come from? How is the internet built? It's actually one big mesh just with wires. All of the service providers in the city terminate at this location. David asked us to look into getting a new hub that connects down to this area. So, check it out. That's a pretty nice building, right? The mesh network uses regular old Wi-Fi signals to connect to multiple nodes at a time. It has to be at least 3 in order to create a solid mesh. That means 3 or more nodes can all connect to each other using the radio waves, and that's how they figure out how to get the internet to the destination, finding the most efficient route through the mesh. Where we are here at the data center is Supernode 3. That has a high capacity link that goes to the Prospect Heights hub. That has another link that goes up north to the Vernon hub. Has interconnections with Manhattan and other parts of Bed-Stuy and Bushwick. Now if we come back down to Vernon, a little bit further south, you see the Saratoga hub, where it then connects to a closer hub near my house, 5107. Now we're up to the 10,000s. Since I joined, 2,515 clients have connected in the past month. Mesh has really taken off within literally the past year, and it's great to see that progress. The idea of having internet in public spaces like New York City parks is creating a more humane environment.
So that's on the public, right?
Whether that's public restrooms or whether that's internet access or facilities for children to play in. You know, those things are essential to create a real community so people can really thrive.
There we go.
There we go.
Really, really signal though, only 1 bar.
Interesting, okay.
In the 21st century, broadband connectivity is a public good. We're trying to recreate that notion of something that everybody in the community can access to and benefit from and thrive from without being behind a lock and a chain, without being behind a password. You should be able to connect to the internet because that's what we need for our 21st century lives. It's an essential service, and volunteers are stepping up to fill that gap.
All right, so probably what we should do is just go up to the roof, and then on the roof we can actually see which AP is which, label everything appropriately, so then we know whether, you know, which one is actually pointing to the north side and the south side of the park.
Hello.
Hey Ian, how's it going?
Good, and you?
Good, we're trying to troubleshoot the signal in the park across the street, and we're hoping to take a look at the antennas up on your roof.
Okay, sounds good. Come on up.
Awesome, thank
right.
you. I didn't know you were worm composting. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I just brought them upstairs. It was too hot up here for them.
Oh, yeah, they got cooked worm.
Yeah.
So this is the equipment that's shooting signal across into the park and also connecting back to our hub to make the link to the internet. Ladder. Excuse us.
All right, we're on the receiving end of the ladder. Like all members on the network,
Got it.
Ian joined, I believe his story is that he saw a flyer that was on a street pole or something for Mesh, and joined like any others, which means we can then make an investment in this particular location to not just do a regular install, but like what we're doing here, putting directional antennas to cover the Marcy Playground.
But every time we install a Mesh node and we add a new member, we add a public access point. And so every member that's getting their own private internet is also supporting a public and accessible internet. Oh, they're toasty warm.
Yeah, they're blasting at max CRP.
You know, that's what the Mesh is all about, Wi-Fi being a fundamental human right, particularly to people who come from less privileged backgrounds. To me, it's a great thing to be able to share it.
Yeah, they're about.
I think they're good.
Cool.
So now, when I go to Wi-Fi, drum roll, please.
Oh.
Yay!
Yay! There we go. Connection.
So,
all right.
let's see
Sweet.
what we're getting for bandwidth.
What we're getting for bandwidth.
Oh, that's looking good. Pilot.
Pilot, baby.
Right now, we're working to expand in Harlem, South Bronx now, which is going to be huge for the Mesh, which has typically been concentrated down in lower Manhattan and more affluent neighborhoods of Brooklyn.
Ooh, that feels
That's a beautiful view, baby.
good. Yeah, it is.
To be completely honest, we need to do more work. If we're going to live up to being NYC Mesh, we need to be all over NYC. I just think internet access should be recognized as a human resource. That would change how we talk about internet a lot. It would no longer be a commodity. That's my vision.
I'm still feeling
All right.
just a hair.
We need to be able to say, you know, if you want to look up these resources, if you want to study, if you want to collaborate on different things and use these different platforms.
Let's check the signal. Actually looks like something improved.
This is the only way to do it now.
Excellent link. Nice.
56.
There we go. Beautiful. So
So we like doubled the capacity.
we literally doubled. I'm not even
Amazing.
exaggerating. Yeah.
Amazing.